Welcome back to our final episode of Finding Your Voice. My name is Jocelyn Simmerville and I'm here with
Amelia Moore.
YouTube has never been ready for this one. Join us every week as we talk about influential people, moments, and change that has been affecting us in a strong way. Learn with us as we discover how these incredibly important moments have allowed us to find our voice. We're going to kind of talk about a person, an important person in your life. So people connect with each other every single day, whether that is holding a door open for a stranger or calling up an old friend. Every day our actions affect others. There have been many people in my life that have impacted me in a positive and negative way. The interactions I have with people and the lessons I have learned have truly shaped who I am today. Who is the person you are talking about? Describe background information that allows the audience to have a personal connection with this person.
Cool. So the person that I'm going to be talking about is my mother. She has been such a big part of my life, and I truly consider her my best friend. I was homeschooled growing up, so she has seriously been with me, like so close to me my entire life, and has taught me so much. I look up to her in so many ways. It's ridiculous, and it makes me emotional sometimes when I talk about her.
Describe something that sets this person apart from others. What makes them so good that you are talking about them today?
So I really appreciate the way that my mother has put our family first, with just homeschooling me and my brother. And then her and my dad own a business together, and just growing up and seeing them work together and how they navigate their marriage and also owning a business together is really inspirational for me. Also, my mom is the most real person that I know. She's so honest, but so sweet and loving. She's my rock. I love her so much, and I'm so happy that I get to call her my mother.
So next question is there a quote that you remember this person saying that has stuck with you?
So something that my mom said to me that really, really stuck with me is she told me, always remember how powerful you are. You can do whatever you want to do and be whoever you want to be. You choose what to make of the life that you've been given, so choose wisely. Always choose kindness, and always live from a place of love. And that is just like my guideline for my life. Just always live from a place of love. And I think that really has helped me shape my voice into what it is today. Just even the way that I speak to people, the way I go about how I do everything in my life is kind of based off of what she told me.
I think that's so funny.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm Maddie. This is Amelia. There are many moments throughout life that are turning points. Success or failure plays a big role in how we approach different situations that we are faced with. Life-changing moments don't happen every day, and you might not even recognize a large change right at first. Describe the moment that you knew or didn't know what you wanted to do for the rest of your life. Describe how you plan on using your gift to find your voice in this world.
So I'm definitely one of those people who have many different passions and many things that I want to try to do. So I've never really had a moment where I knew exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life. Once I graduated high school, I decided to go to community college for my first 2 years to get my gen eds done and kind of figure out more what I want to do, what school I want to go on to. And that's kind of when I got the opportunity to come here to Belmont as my transfer school. And I was like, I grew up with music being very close to me. I played the piano growing up for 10 years, and I also danced alongside of that. And I was like, maybe this would be a good opportunity for me to bring some of that back and also just start working in the music field, try some internships and kind of just see what I actually enjoy doing. So that's what I'm doing here, and still figuring out what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm sure that once I figure it out, it'll end up changing down 20 years from now. You never really know. So yeah.
Belmont's a perfect place to transfer to. It's so big in music and the arts and all that. That's awesome. Describe a moment of hardship that is still affecting you today. How have you been working through it, and what do you think you still need to work on?
So when I stopped dancing, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done. And I think part of that is because I didn't expect it to be hard at all. I thought that the hardest part was going to be leaving the group of people that I was dancing with and like kind of losing such close relationships with the people I was with at the time. But shortly after I stopped, I kind of realized like, wow, I really miss actually dancing. And you know, I kind of look back and I'm a little bit hard on myself because I'm like, I should have just stuck with it and, you know, kept dancing, tried to take classes elsewhere, but I didn't. And now I'm scared to try it again, to start back and like see how like much progression I've lost. So it's not something that I've started doing yet, but it is something that I definitely think about every day. Like, what would have happened if I kept dancing? What would have happened if this or whatever? But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I'm trying not to be too hard on myself though. Just keep moving forward, keep trying different things out, and see where life takes me.
Yeah, that's a good outlook to have. So describe a moment where you were so engulfed in happiness that you couldn't take it. How did your positive emotions affect you in that moment, and how has this moment helped you on harder days?
Last year when I got accepted into Belmont, the period between when I got accepted and then kind of over the summer before I moved, I realized how much I loved where I was in my life, and I was really sad about it ending. It's kind of one of those things where you don't really appreciate the phase of life that you're in until you know it's coming to an end, or until once it's already ended. So I just really took the summer to deepen the relationships that I have with my family and my loved ones, and I also realized how important family is to me and how that really is the most important thing in my life. And like with my mother being such an inspirational person to me, I just hope that I can be as good of a mother as she has been to me. And I'm excited to have a family of my own, and I really think that that's like kind of what I want to do with my life, is be a mother and have a family.
That's amazing. I love that. Thank you so much for joining me. This was really good. It was.
All right, rounding it out for the last one, we're gonna be talking about some change. I'm Jordan, welcome back. Change is hard for anyone. Whether this change is big or little, every single unplanned event has a positive or negative effect on one's life. Working through change and understanding how to either overcome it or use it to your advantage is a hard skill to master. Describe a negative change in your life or a positive change, and how has that change affected you, and how has the change helped you find your voice?
Great question. Kind of going along with how I was not dreading, but definitely not looking forward to ending the phase of my life before coming here. Once I did move here, it was really hard. It was really hard for me. I was still trying to be really positive and excited about the new experiences that I would be having, but I honestly didn't realize how difficult it was going to be, how difficult it has been to meet people and make friends as a transfer student is definitely not what I was expecting.
I feel that.
At all.
I feel that.
And just, I'm definitely a very introverted person, but forcing myself to kind of be extroverted, go out of my way to talk to people, that is so out of my comfort zone, but something that I really need to do. So in a lot of ways, moving here and starting at Belmont has had its negative things, but it's more positive things. Last semester was rough. This semester is definitely looking up, meeting more people in classes that I enjoy a lot more, that kind of thing. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the further you get into your major, like the more interesting it becomes, because like the beginning
Yeah.
is like all.
I was a little bit scared.
Yeah, it's like
That's
base classes, and then it's like boring, and you don't really fill it up. But yeah, very good. Okay, so we've discussed a lot today. We've dove in, from people to special moments to big change. These three things are just a small glimpse into how we have found our voice. My last question for you, and last official question of this series. How do you think that you are going to use your experience to further discover your own voice?
I think that I'm going to use my experiences to just kind of be okay with not knowing where things are going to go. You know, just going with the flow of life, not being too disappointed when something doesn't work out, because there will be so many more opportunities. And just like with finding my voice, kind of passing that along, how I feel about that, you know, always living from a place of love, that's just so important to me. And just always being kind to people and just always working hard. Doesn't matter what you're working towards, as long as you're working really hard, things are gonna work out.
Well, amazing. Well, this was so much fun. Oh my
It
gosh.
was.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed our little series, and yeah.